was the end of the sophomore.
There you go, Bill.
It was the end of the sophomore year. It was actually winter time, and I was studying for the exams. And I'm a very responsible kind of guy. But the guys in the fraternity said, "Hey, we're going to go sliding down on our trays on Live Slope at Cornell. Why don't you come join us?" I said, "Okay, I'll do this." It was very improbable for me to do this. And I'd gone down about two trips down the slope when I heard the chorus, a choir from the Chase Chapel singing at the top of the hill. I love to sing, so I joined them. I met a girl, and I invited her to the first party at our fraternity the next spring. And improbably enough, we were married within the first year. And we improbably had a daughter a couple of years later. And not improbably, that marriage failed at year 8. The hardest part was the conversation in which she said, I didn't need a housemaid, I just wanted something else. And I was a very responsible kind of guy. I was the kind of guy who cared for people, always caring for my daughter, caring for my wife, taking care of the house, cooking, doing all those things a house husband would do. So, my co-workers were very anxious to have me and very bitter. I was cold-hearted as a young husband. They wanted me vengeful. But that was not my way. Now, very improbably, I got a present at Christmas time from my brother, who I hadn't seen for 2 years. He's a Moody, Unification Church. He sent me this book, Scott Peck's book on the road less taken, the road less traveled by. And I really took that and embraced it. It says that when life throws shit at you, you can look at it a different way. You can look at it as an opportunity to take your life in a different direction. Well, I did. I looked at an opportunity to sing. I had a girl in the neighborhood who coached me around an audition for the Mendelssohn Club here in Philadelphia. I joined that. I joined the Philadelphia Botanical Club because I was an environmental planner here in Philadelphia. And I wanted to learn the species name and genus name of every plant in the city. I also joined the Delaware Valley Ornithological Club, the bird watching society that's the most prestigious. Great club. It took me on a trip to Algonquin Park in Ontario. I was very good at sounds. Quick, 3 beers. That's an olive-sided flycatcher. I had never seen one. And I went to go searching for that and got lost. The white item in the path that I thought was litter and evidence of civilization was actually from the birch tree. The path that I saw with the big clop of bear scat was not a human trail, it was a bear trail. The sound when I listened for people call my name, looking for me, was the sound of mosquitoes. When I got very hungry, I said, well, I know something about plants now. The cattails that I tried, impossibly bitter. The three-leaf plant that I tried to eat, I thought was trillium, as a nice green, a very healthy green, was jack in the pulpit, very toxic. Oh. And I was so scared that I would die in the park without my body being found. It was so awful that the whole field of vision closed in on me until I finally brought myself around. As sun set, I had no clothes, I had no food with me, I could see a transmission line in the distance. And I ran toward it, falling into the creek, getting myself totally soaked, got up to the road. The park ranger found me and said that they had suspended search for the day. They had found, they were going to cancel the helicopter search for the next day. And when I got to the parking lot where my buddies were, they loaded me in the back of the car. And for the first time in years, I felt vulnerable but safe and embraced and at peace. I hadn't felt that way in years. Got to the motel, called a girl that I had just met at the chorus. 30 years later, we've had a wonderful marriage. We raised 3 boys, and they all love to sing.
Yeah!